Welcome back, everyone, to another Captain Patriot video. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day today. I'm taking a look at a new video, being the nice guy versus being a protector. So these two ladies are going to inform me on what that means, hopefully, and hopefully you guys as well. So let's take a listen.
So safety, safety, safety. When you think of women, think, how can I make her feel safe? That is always going to help you win. How can I provide that sense of safety for her?
That also makes me think that if that feels like simp energy in your mind, the difference is going to be that the more safety that you can provide, safety is different than nice guy energy.
Ooh, yeah, that.
Providing safety is masculine across the board. Nice guy energy, and what was it we were talking about earlier?
We were saying non-threatening.
Non-threatening energy, yeah.
Versus protector energy.
Protector energy.
Okay. Okay. All right. I have to take a break here because I'm getting a lot of energy signals coming from them. There's a lot of energy coming from these two right now, and it's a little confusing. I don't fully understand. We're almost halfway through. And what I'm kind of understanding it to be so far is that they have no idea what they're talking about or what they want, but they're trying to explain it. So I'm gonna just leave it at that, and then I'm gonna see if I can figure it out as we go.
Energy and non-threatening energy, very different. There's a whole episode on that. If this is something that you're like, yeah, but she's gonna think that I'm in the friend zone, something, I don't know.
Well, she's gonna think that you're in the friend zone. I don't think it's like a thinking thing. I think most girls understand that they put certain guys in the friend zone, guys that they would not date. And I think guys do this too, but I think it's vastly different when it's a guy versus a girl. And I think women tend to put more men in the friend zone than men put women in the friend zone. So this is just like it's not like a think. It's not I'm thinking that they're going to put me that I'm in the friend zone. It's that I'm actually in the friend zone, right? Like in that case, it's like you have actually put me into your own personalized category of people you would never date or hook up with or anything like that. So, I mean, we all know this is true. This isn't groundbreaking. At least I hope it's not to you.
Something. I don't know where your brain goes with that, but if that's
I don't know where your brain goes with that. I mean, personal experience. Like, I think that's a pretty common experience for a lot of men is being friend zoned. I mean, like that's the colloquial term that we all use is like friends. Oh, you're in the friend zone. Like, oh, well, how do you get out of the friend zone? You just stop being friends with the person. You move on. You leave. That's how you get out. but this is like, it's interesting how it's phrased. It's just interesting how I see women talk about this, you know, especially when they're talking about like how men think or how men view relationships or dating. It always seems like it's extremely off the mark, or that it's supposed to be, it's almost like it's seen through like their perspective of what they think a man is thinking, which of course naturally it's going to be inaccurate at the least. So it's just like, it's how it's phrased, right? That it kind of sticks out to me as like, that's not totally right. Like, I see you're like trying to understand it, but not really fully. You're still trying to like put your own little twist on it. So it's interesting
where that goes. We have a whole episode on that. But non-threatening and protector energy are vastly different in the same.
Non-threatening and protector energy. Hold up. Non-threatening and protector energy. Okay, so I'm guessing the non-threatening would be the nice guy. He's non-threatening, so he has no ability to threaten anyone. I guess he's just kind of like there existing. And then protector energy is like the nice guy who's strong. That's what I'm picking up. The protector energy is the nice guy who works out and looks good and like takes care of himself. You know, probably has a decent job, has a car, you know, and the non-threatening is the dude who you don't have to worry about at all because they couldn't do anything to you even if they tried. You know, the non-threatening is someone who's like, you might have coworkers or you might have friends like this who you're not worried that they're going to beat you in anything. They're non-threatening, you know, they're kind of just there. And then the protector energy is the nice guy who's like kind and sweethearted, but could fuck shit up if he wanted to. You know, that's the protector energy, which I think most people kind of understand is like, I think in the, I don't know, in the realm of like the manosphere / red pillars and all that stuff, I think they refer to that as like the alpha is the dude who has self-control, controls what he eats, controls his schedule, controls his workouts. You know, he's he's learned discipline, right? Like that's the protector that they are referring to, that they're not going to say is like, that's the alpha dude, right? The non-threatening guy is the guy who sits on the couch all day, doesn't work out, doesn't exercise at all, doesn't eat well, doesn't put himself outside of his comfort zone. Those are the men that are like, unfortunately, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of guys like this. The sad thing is it's that, they blame women for their own shortcomings, and then women will refuse to accept, or not accept, but to acknowledge that the real reason that they're not dateable, these men are not dateable, is because they lack discipline and they lack drive and they lack any sort of substance past video games and jerking off. So yeah, I mean, like, I understand what they're saying. They're just not saying it very clearly.
Are vastly different in the same way that wounded masculine paradigm and empowered masculine paradigm are like two.
Yeah, see, there it is. Okay, so the wounded masculine paradigm, that's your nice guy, right? Who gets his feelings hurt when he gets rejected. And he blames women for the rejection rather than blaming himself for being a fat slob. But I mean, like, this is nothing new, right? This is nothing new. And then like the empowered masculine is just the dude who has good habits. That's really what it is.
Two different planets. They're not the same. They don't overlap. You are.
yeah. They don't overlap because one's invisible to you and the other is not. This is so true though. So true. They don't overlap. I mean, like, you can move out of one sphere into the other if you work at it. If you're a guy and you work at it and you work on yourself, you can move out of one sphere. You can also go from the good sphere, the empowered sphere, as they call it, into the, what is it? The wounded sphere, whatever, like, it's a two-way street. But this is just so silly. The way it's being described, like, oh, this energy and this, like, this masculine versus this wounded masculine versus empowered masculine energy. I'm like, dude, come on. Like, let's just be honest. It's like, this is just, you're just making this more complex than it really needs to be.
Are really able to step into one or the other.
That episode is gold. If you've ever wondered about the nice guy and I don't want to be a nice guy, I don't want to be a simp, I'm going to be attracted, that is the episode to clarify it for you.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go watch that after this. This though is like genuinely, it's just kind of like silly because, come on, like, you don't want to be a nice guy. I don't want to be a simp. Like,
if I still want to be attracted.
It's just kind of like, it's saying the same thing, but in just like a more convoluted and, yeah, it's just more convoluted and unnecessarily. This is kind of one of those things where you could just tell a dude like, hey man, like, you smell bad, you don't work out, you have like no hobbies outside of video games and consuming content. Like, you're not setting yourself up as a guy. You're not setting yourself up for success if those are your hobbies. Truthfully, like, this is why I get, and then the opposite is true as well. You're not setting yourself up for success in relationships if you have no time to yourself to just chill and relax and to be like cool, just to be like hanging out, go out for drinks with friends, stuff like that. Right? There's like, you have to find this like middle ground. And this, the way it's being described here is just like, it's pretty one-sided.
That is the episode to clarify it for you.
Yep.
Because when you understand what a protector feels like, that's going to put it all into perspective.
Yes. Because at the end of the day, we want to be with people that want to be nice to us.
Mm-hmm. And we also want relationships where we're attracted. That's a requirement.
Of course. Well, duh. But also like, okay, well, duh, but fucking, I mean, that's a requirement. If I'm going to date you, I have to be attracted to you. Yeah, same. I feel like that's pretty true for everyone. I mean, I guess some people are just so alone that they'd take anyone, but I would say most people in society have standards, or at least I hope so. But man, it's like the way it's described by these two ladies, right? We want them to be nice to us, but we want to feel like we're protected at the same time, right? So what you're looking for is the alpha male. That's at least how it's like described in the red pill community or in like any sort of men's community at all. That's how it's going to be described, is like, you're looking for the alpha, right? The dude who's got self-control, got a good career, supports himself, has a good relationship with his family, exercises regularly, eats well. Like this is all stuff that men have been saying for quite a while, mainly specifically modern men, because it's like dating has shifted due to like technology and a bunch of other reasons. But this is just, I mean, the way you're trying to frame it is like, oh no, like you're just framing it in a nicer way. You're not really telling men what they should or what they need to hear. You're telling them what you're kind of like just like tiptoeing around really what you want to say, which is you want a dude who like grinds, is like basically just put together. You just want an adult, right? You want an adult. And it's just like all this like talking about it in this way confuses the messaging, so that if you're actually trying to reach men, majority of men are going to hear this and just roll their eyes and be like, this is nonsense. This is so stupid. But in reality, you're saying the same stuff that men are saying. You're just saying it in a much nicer way.
Yes. Because at the end of the day, we want to be with people that want to be nice to us.
And we also,
yeah, you want that, or you say you want that, but then at the same time, you don't. Like, you want there to be a little bit of action / friction / I don't know, like a little bit of a back and forth, right? You don't want it to be boring, because if your partner is always nice to you, and I don't mean like, I'm not saying like I can like bullying your partner, but you do want to have a little bit of like a back and forth, or like repertoire, something like that, you know, like a little bit of like a flair or a spice. This is like it's like you want your cake and you want to eat it too, right? But in reality, like you don't fully know what you want, because what you want changes minute by minute, and so it's dependent on really what you're looking for in the moment. So in one moment, you might be looking for a protector when you're feeling hurt or wounded, or in another moment, you're looking for an aggressor when you're really just trying to get it on. You know, you're like trying to have like some, I don't know, animalistic behavior. If that's not going to get me kicked off of YouTube.
also want relationships where we're attracted. That's a requirement.
That's a requirement. Duh. Yo, dude, like we want relationships where we feel attracted to them. Water is wet.
We feel attracted to them. Yep.
And we feel attracted.
And we feel attractive. And that's okay. Okay.
And that's okay.
Very okay.
You want to be attractive. You want to be attracted. Like, okay, yeah, this is exactly what everyone's been saying. This is nothing new. It's just kind of like rehashed, right? Being the nice guy versus being the protector. Okay, simp. They have used simp interchangeably, whatever, fuck it, with nice guy. So simp has been used in place of nice guy. They're not using the word alpha in place of protector, which is, I think, really what they're trying to say. That's really what they mean. So I'm just translating this for you guys at this point. Simp has been used now as a substitute for a nice guy. And it's just like, it's, or here, right? The nice guy, that's the wounded masculine energy, and the protector / what's his name? I just fucking said it. The strong alpha, the alpha, right? Protector, alpha, and was it something empowered masculine energy? They don't want you to be fat. They don't want you to be lazy. They want you to have good habits. They want you to like have your shit together and put your life together. And that's all perfectly fair, right? And if you can't do that, then you shouldn't be looking to date. You should be focusing on yourself and working on yourself. Like, that's it. Like, there's really not much more to say about it, because ultimately I think that's what men need to hear, is that if you are really looking to find a partner or to date, or hell, even to just hook up, you need to put your shit together. You need to get all your shit and put it together, because women will be able to detect that you don't have your shit together. If you can't fucking hold a conversation with a girl, you're screwed. You're so like conversation skills, you know, being charismatic, being able to like put deodorant on before you go out. Cause I know some of you guys are like professional Super Smash Brothers melee players, and you guys reek. Yeah, Smash Mouth. I don't know. I think this is a video that's like made for men, but the audience is girls. And they're like, yes, slay queen. I agree. That's pretty much what I'm getting from this. This whole, like, there's no need to sugarcoat it, right? Like, men need to hear the truth. Men need to hear the realistic situation that they're in, which is a lot of guys nowadays lack motivation and lack drive and lack a desire to make something of their lives. And there's more men like that today than there have ever been before because of the easy access that we have to entertainment. And I think entertainment is a great distraction, and it's free dopamine in your brain. But realistically, like, you're sacrificing so much of your allotted time that you have here on Earth to consume someone else's creation. Right? Entertainment is created by other people, whether it's music or videos on YouTube or TikTok or whatever it might be. If you're consuming other people's content, right, you are giving them your time, you're giving them your money, you're giving them your resource that is limited and it's finite. So it's like, why not invest that time into yourself? Why not invest that into a hobby or a passion or something that can actually help you long term, rather than invest it into someone else's future? Because that's pretty much all it is. And so I think a lot of women probably feel frustrated in modern dating because a lot of men are not put together, don't have a lot going for them, and are blaming all of their struggles on women. So it's just like, and then women will run around and sleep around and blame men. So it's a two-way street. Equal but separate, as they say. So yeah, that's my thoughts on this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Take care, enjoy the rest of your day, and bye-bye.